schools I go to, they got the phones in a bag with a ziplock on and a padlock and it's bulletproof, and they like, yo, y'all can't touch your phone. So y'all kind of fortunate in that way. Anyway, it's called TRUE Skool. It's a hip hop culture organization located downtown Milwaukee, inside of what's called the Avenue. All right, we have a lot of alumni that come from this school right here. A lot of alumni, meaning young people who are in high school. It's a high school program for 14 to 19. And they go through the program, and some of them stay with us for their whole high school career. And we have a lot of alumni, meaning they age out of the after school session, but they still stick around the family because we provide opportunities for young creatives like yourselves who may work with us in high school and then have a passion for something, just say like photography or videography, for example, may have a passion for that and develop it so well as a skill that they can get paid for it. And TRUE Skool is an agency where we can say, hey, we have a organization that wants to work with us and they want this event documented and they're paying X, Y, and Z. Are you available? All right, that's for visual artists, graphic artists, dancers, poets, MCs, DJs galore. Okay, and I'm saying this is a real pipeline. So some of the young people that have come from this school that are TRUE Skool alumni are doing a lot of good things for themselves, professionally, taking their artistry that they may have even started with here and creating an entrepreneurial opportunity for themselves. Okay, y'all with me? I know y'all geniuses. Y'all with me? I'm gonna show you a couple things. I wasn't ready to do a whole TRUE Skool orientation, but I don't mind. All right. Do we have any? I mean, none of you are any of you all from out of town? Like, not wasn't born in Milwaukee. Where was you born? Detroit. Chicago. Indiana. Midwest. And that's dope, right? Boom, boom, boom. It was all right around our sister cities. So I'm asking that because also TRUE Skool works with organizations in each one of those cities. So not only do we work with young people in Milwaukee, we have networks of other artists that we work with around the country and around the world. This Saturday, ooh, I might get in trouble for making this open invitation, but I can't resist. Ooh, I can't resist. Ooh, okay. I'm jumping right in. You threw me in the deep end.
Sorry.
All right, it's open. It's open. The doors are open. This Saturday, this open invitation if any of you are available. And I might get in trouble for this, but it's okay. I'll take it on. If you are available, we have a Youth Fighting for Justice Art in Action Day. Once a month throughout the spring and into the summer, we have art days, which is kind of like a hackathon type of action, where we tackle a problem and we, same thing y'all doing here. I walked in the classroom here, and this looked like my art of MC class at TRUE Skool. We talk about all these things because you all have poetry class here. In our art of MC class, we talk about all these things and more. Saturday, I'll have to check my email right fast to verify the time. But as I'm thinking about it, I just have to say it, okay? If anybody interested, I'll put it that way. Anybody interested, let me know. And you get your first invite. You got a hand up?
No.
Okay, anybody got a question at any point in time, please, let me know. So anybody ever been exposed or know about the 5 elements of hip hop, the core elements of hip hop culture? 5 elements. This is not some TRUE Skool design. This is from the architects and the forefathers and the people who invented it. Hip hop is about to be 50 years old. Only 50. It's a baby in the world. Now I'm telling you the truth. In the cultural sense, it just got here. The architects, the people who created it, are still alive and walking this earth right now. Created it. You can't say that about any other form of music right now that's popular. The architects, the designers, the forefathers, the ones who did the first party ever and said, we're hip hop. We came from Jamaica and created this convergence of Caribbean culture and American culture and created this thing that's now called hip hop. That's a phenomenon all over the world. $billion industry in 50 years. 50 years. Just 50. Baby. Just a baby. All right? So what we're building on is the legacy of what's like really alive and in the future. The architects and the pioneers and the people who started, they might walk down this hallway, you wouldn't even know who they is. They go in other countries and people scream and run down their limos like Michael Jackson. They can't even walk down the street. People know who they are, they respect the culture in a different way. What we do as TRUE Skool is preserve that culture and those elements of hip hop. I'm gonna go into that a little bit deeper. Anybody ever heard of the elements, or just even wants to take a stab at it? What's one of the elements of hip hop culture? Flow. Who do the flow? All right, on here. Who do the flow? Who do the flow? You talking about the dance floor? What kind of flow are you talking about?
The flow of the music, kind of like the beat, the way that the words mix. I don't know.
Okay, words. We getting there.
Rhythm.
Rhythm. We getting there. All right. In the flow and the rhythm, I'm gonna give y'all like components, like ingredients to a soup. Everything you love about hip hop culture or rap music. Some of y'all might call you rappers, trappers, drills, whatever you want to call it. All those terms are a byproduct of hip hop culture. You got hip hop, and then you got all these other terms of things that come from hip hop, which is cool. All right. There's the DJ who provides the rhythm. Someone said the rhythm. That DJ, like my friend who got me here through a mutual relationship with Anna, he's a DJ and he's pretty popular. He's in the clubs, he's DJing all over the country and stuff. Got a lot of DJs who come from TRUE Skool that are now like on the radios and at Summerfest, and they get a lot of money and they're big deal. But they started probably, some of them at this school, and then came to our organization and learned that DJ skill. And no matter what else they do in their life, they might be having an engineer and electrician job during the day. And at night they DJing and they making money doing something that they love. Some schools I go in, schools got headphones on, you listen to the teachers, and listen to what? So I'm like, what you listening to? So at TRUE Skool, we like, we into the what is it? What's the substance? That's like diet. It's mental diet. We all know the circumstances of cause and effect of physical diet. Get this on tape. Somebody, y'all ain't recording this. This history. Physical diet. If you eating junk food, what's some of the circumstances of eating junk food? 30 days, 30 times a day, 30 days a month. What will happen? I hear you. You say you probably be unhealthy? What you say? Somebody else said something over here.
Oh, I just said that she's being unhealthy.
Being unhealthy. What's one of the circumstances? What's unhealthy mean?
Weight gain.
Heart issues.
You might have heart issues. You might have, if you eating bad junk food. We know the circumstances of bad physical diet. Think about the bad circumstances of mental diet. So music is one of those things that's part of your what? Mental diet, right? And some of the stuff we listening to, and we may not be listening to our parents or our teachers, and we putting on the thing, we eating something up in there, and for a reason, and we think about what is it feeding us, all right? I went off on a tangent there. The first DJ, that first element I said was the DJ. This is in no particular order. We call the DJ the core though, because at a party, if the DJ is whack, the party is what? Boom. Keep everything moving. The MC, some of you in here are considered spoken word artists, right? Mm-hmm. Spoken word artists are MCs. MCs, when you go to an event, the MC is the what? It's the master of what? Master of ceremonies. It's up there on your wall. The master of ceremonies. The master of ceremonies put everything into context right then and there. The audience and the occasion. Be able to know the audience and the occasion. And you walk into a room and they be like, all right, go. Put your name on the wall and they be like, go. Only a master of ceremonies is gonna know what to do. So, as poets, as artists, as writers, storytellers that visualize with your words, some of us do it over beats, some of us do it a cappella, some of us write songs. At TRUE Skool, we have all of those things. Some students, and I love, again, this looks like my MC class, because in our MC class at TRUE Skool, it's really about developing your own personal style and structure. It's about using alliterations and devices in your flow and your poetry. That's why Lil Wayne is considered one of the GOATs. That's why Drake is considered one of the GOATs, because they use all those tools that y'all learning right here. Thank you. They using all those tools right here that y'all learning right here. And some of our students don't go to the arts. They're not fortunate as y'all. They go to some other school. They don't even got no spoken word whole class where y'all learning these great things. So about the MC class, it's about character development. It's about confidence in public speaking. Being able to identify yourself, determine your own ideas, write them down. I tell adults all the time, they can't do half of the mastery that you all do, where some of you spoken word artists, MCs are so cold, y'all can write 2.5 pages. We have an exercise at TRUE Skool. I might be like, we got this the prompt, this will 15 minutes. All right, boom, I leave, I do something else. I come back in, we all share. Some of them got 2.5 pages. and they can get up and they can. I tell adults all the time, I bet you can't do that. I bet you won't. I bet you're scared to really express yourself in that way. They be telling their real stories, as you all know. You know, there's a lot of heart that goes into all of these elements. But that MC, the master of ceremonies, that's the spokesperson who is able to really control the crowd. It's also said that's what MC stand for, move the crowd. So you're gonna move the crowd to sleep. You gonna put them to sleep with your poetry. Some of y'all can make the crowd cry with your poetry. It's so deep or it's so serious. Some of you might be ready to make the crowd stand up and protest because your poetry is so real. So you're moving people with your words. The DJ, the MC, who's rapping to the DJ's beat, he's also able to engage the crowd, get that call and response going in hip hop. And then there's the B-boys and the B-girls. Any dancers in here? Any dancers? One dancer? Two? Little hand, half a hand? No dancers? Dang!
We're creative writing.
Dang! Dang! Y'all do is dance a little bit on the side? Dang! Yep. Too cool for that? All right, cool. So at TRUE Skool, there's also a push. Like what we do is push. Like first day we might ask where the spoken word artists and people sign up for different classes, and guess what? If you're not a poet or an MC and you are a dancer and you're like, I'm just a dancer, well, we won't push you to the MC class. Not because we want you to be an MC and rap over beats, but we want you to be able to have confidence and walk into a room and take over as a dancer. So even as a spoken word artist, that dance is another skill that you pick up, and it might help confidence on a different level. B-boys, B-girls. Are there any B-boys and B-girls that break dance at this school at all? Any of them? Y'all seen any?
Yeah, they do hip hop dance.
You do hip hop dance? Okay. So it's particular to hip hop dance. It's not square dance, it's not line dance, it's not tap, it's break dance. It's gonna be in the Olympics in 2 years. We just been here 50 years and we in the Olympics in 2 years. B-boy and the B. We started it, you know, as a form of expression where they didn't have dance schools and didn't have dance classes in these neighborhoods. And we used to dance on cardboard and linoleum in our front porch or in our front driveway. And it's become a worldwide phenomenon. Each one of these elements is a phenomenon on its own. Meaning it's a world of its own, meaning they stand alone by themselves. They come together and create this culture. It's a way of life. The B-boys and B-girls, I go through this quickly. The B in there, you say, what's the B for? Well, anybody want to take a guess? Beat? Boom. It's for break beat. So the break in the beat. Back when there was no rap music or hip hop music to dance to, the DJs and the young people would take their parents' records, like James Brown, for example. There would be a part in the song where James Brown would say, break it down. Or he didn't have to say it, but a lot of times he did because he was just a goat like that. Break it down. He was an MC like that. The beat would break down a lot of these records. That one piece of that beat, the DJ would bring back and forth. If the song going, say break it down, you know, like a breakdown of the song. That one breakdown in the old school R&B song, the DJ would take that one piece and bring it back and loop it. Boom, on the turntables. We teach the young people how to do that on turntables. They also use new technology that's not the old school turntables now, of course, but those turntables is where we start the DJ class, just to have the foundations. So now, that break beat that will come back and forth, that's when the B-boys and the B-girls will go out there and hit the floor. And that's when the MC would say, all right, everybody, clear the floor, we follow. It all worked together. The fourth element of hip-hop culture that I usually can't go into any school in America without seeing it in every class, in some shape or form or fashion. Y'all, this is an art school, so this is just exploding with graffiti art. Graffiti art. Very specific to hip hop culture, very specific to the era and the time in which hip hop culture was being born and being like developed and kind of shaped and molded in the streets. And I mean, there's a lot of history now. Of course, after 50 years, people have different versions of the history, but there's a lot of history. There's a lot of documentaries. There's a lot of people that, again, the people who were alive when this thing first started, the infancy, they're still alive telling the story. So, and it's fascinating, and it's part of your legacy, it's part of your history. It's part of your empowerment. It's part of your tools that you can use as knowledge, as a spoken word artist, as a storyteller, as a world traveler, because ain't nowhere you can go and get off the plane and not see all of these elements. Nowhere in the world. You're gonna see people that look like you and me, and you're gonna see some graffiti art on the wall. You're gonna go see some young men or young women in a cipher, b-boying or rapping, freestyling, and you're gonna see DJs playing music that is connecting all of us. The flow, we're gonna say the flow, we're gonna replace flow with knowledge. The fifth element in hip hop, again, no particular order, is knowledge. It's what glues everything together. When hip hop was in its early stages, what was also important was to give young people a sense of education and knowledge. Any environment in the South Bronx, if you do the history, I'm telling you, it's fascinating. They got documentaries on it, and it's photos and everything. The whole city basically had almost burnt to the ground. Young people like yourselves was not in schools, and it was like, you know, the movie, what's the movie, Doc? What's the movie? Warriors. Y'all familiar with it? It's a video game and all that?
Mm-hmm.
All right, and it's like, so that entire concepts come from the time of which hip hop was born, where the city was kind of renegade, everybody was vigilante, the whole thing had kind of burnt to the ground, and little kids like yourselves kind of formed their own little tribes and gangs and things like that. It's one called Rumble Kings. It's a documentary called Rumble Kings. It's on Netflix, or was at one point in time. Might be called Rubble Kings or Rumble Kings. I can't remember, but it's one of those. And it tells the whole story of all this, what I'm telling you about. And through that, a lot of the young people, teenagers, use their artistry to express themselves, and it became really important to create a system where they could infuse the knowledge of how to do these different arts and crafts into everyday life. We say knowledge at TRUE Skool. We have something called True Knowledge. So it's our project-based umbrella, but we also do a lot of education, connecting young people to resources and opportunities in the city through knowledge. Because if you want to learn how to DJ, for example, that's a certain level of skill and knowledge. Like, you can't, if I brought it here and just set it up, it's probably nobody in the room could just put it together and rock a party. Just like learning the devices and skills as far as a spoken word artist, everybody can't do it. It takes a certain level of knowledge to, like, you gotta invest some time to have some understanding to be skilled at what you're doing. Hip hop is about skill. That's why you go to a hip hop show or a hip hop party, or like everybody's there, all cultures, all backgrounds, everything, because it's about like skill, like human skill level. And anybody can be dope at any of these things. So you come to TRUE Skool and it's about skill, but it's also about knowledge, because how do you apply these things creatively into problem solving in your regular life? Not just at school for a project, but how does it apply to your regular life in terms of being able to self-identify, being able to self-determine your future. You know, I'm driving my niece to school this morning. I ain't gonna say what school she go to, but it's the school languages. Anyways, I was driving her to school this morning, and she was like, which is a cool school, but she was just like, you know, 1 minute they tell you, you know, we're not trying to push you to college, it's a lot of options. Next minute they tell you, you gotta prepare for this ACT. She like, you know, she talking about the pressures of, like, on top of those things, keeping her grades, on top of those things, trying to look for scholarships, on top of those things, she's just talking about the boom, it's the pressure, she feels it. Yeah. You know, on top of then going home and just trying to be a teenager, and just chill. You know, and then on top of trying to maybe find a job, make some money, because it's like that right now. So it's a lot of different pressures. How do we apply these creative skills and awareness to our real life thing? So that's where the true knowledge comes in, where we really thinking about building our own creative entrepreneurial opportunities with the skills that we have. You graduate, you say, okay, what am I gonna do? That's the question that, you know, like I said, I'm driving my niece this morning, she feeling that pressure. She's not even a senior, you know? She's junior, she's preparing, and she already feeling the pressure. And she like, what am I gonna do? And I appreciate what that thought process is. And my niece, she like, I'm doing everything. So I don't know what they're talking about. I'm like, that's right, yeah. Because you can. So with all these different elements, what we trying to open young people up to is say, you don't have to be good at one of these things. You can open up to a lot of different things. We work with the environmental and agriculture community here in Milwaukee, what they call the blue and green job industries. People might think of Lake Michigan and gardening and farming in Wisconsin and things like that, but they might not see hip hop and poetry up in there. But we said, our young people, you creative, you color outside the lines, you got the answers to a lot of the problems that people need right now. So we need your voice, we need you to step up and share. Not wait till, oh, after I graduate, what I'm gonna do, and da-da-da-da, and da-da-da. Like, no, you can activate now. Any of us have, welcome. Any of us have any ideas of entrepreneurial dreams, let's say. Some of us might have businesses already. Uncle Fidel may not even know about it, but I'll spend some money with you. Any of us have businesses, or we have dreams of entrepreneurial owning a business in the room? I'm sorry, say your name. And to Elisa. And what is it?
I want to have a big
Makeup and skincare. Awesome.
I want to start a newspaper business.
What's your name?
Claire.
Claire? Awesome.
Is an entrepreneur when you're your own boss?
Yes.
Don't look smaller than they can see a smile through your mask. I want to be an author and sell my own book.
Oh, that's amazing. And I also add entrepreneurs also when the people that work with you and that may work for you in some cases, they end up being your boss. So we might, it might sound good to say I'm my own boss, but if you're taking care of other people as an entrepreneur, then and that means your teammates. That don't mean like you working for me. That means we working together. Then he my boss and it's exchange. That's just boom. That's a jewel. Ooh, that's a jewel. Who had a hand up? Business. What's your name? Milani.
I do something like on the side of what I want to do when I get out of school.
Which is? Which is?
I want to be like a director, but I want to also like have a clothing line.
Excuse me.
Like just go do that.
Okay. Milani said something. In art MC class and all of these things, we also talk about like speaking things into existence, right? Manifestation. You just say I'm going to be a director. I'm gonna be a director. Yep. And then the other thing I'll be doing is, yep. Who else? I want to know these dreams. Who else had a hand up?
I customize Crocs.
You customize Crocs. There's business in that, yes. Because I have spent money at the little thing, and my daughter bought a whole bunch of stuff. That is awesome. Anybody else?
I am going to be a poet.
Ryan? Naraya.
Yeah.
That's awesome. The authorship, the poetry, the skincare. You're doing research already, I know. You put it together already, I already know. You're thinking about logos and packaging and all that already, I know. All I'm saying is, authorship, all of that, let's not wait. I can say that to myself, I can say that to my friends, I can say, let's not wait. Let's just make it happen.
What about
One more time.
beat producers?
Beat producers. They fall in the DJ realm. Ooh, that's a bill, we gotta go?
No.
Okay.
I wish.
You got a lot of time.
Dang, for real?
It's you, but I mean
Dang.
the cost. I mean, I don't know.
Oh yeah. Beat production. We do have beat production class at TRUE Skool. Tuesdays and then Wednesdays we got a whole group that's all they do. So they in the tunnel doing beat production. Please join us in there. Beat production is big and there's a lot of revenue because every sound that you hear on your phone, your video game, all those sounds were designed by somebody. So even if you're not doing critical beat production and making hits, if you're able to create sounds that you can put out there, people pay for those sound effects. It's the other critical thing within the elements, ladies and gentlemen. If you want to create the beats and connect with the director who needed sounds for her movie effects, we put young people together based on the skill sets and their entrepreneurial ideas and endeavors. So you might have a skincare line, you might be the artist, you might be the person that can help. You might be the person that can help connect her with clientele. There's always ways to work with your peers. So in all that you're doing, don't be afraid to share the other things that you're thinking of because somebody else next to you might be having those thoughts. This is a place at TRUE Skool. We just let all those thoughts go crazy. And we call it imagination incubator because you gotta let all those ideas out and dreams out. In the summertime, we have a paid internship where students get paid to go through our program. It's a summer job, and you get all these skills to pay the bills. Most of our students come right out the summer job with a portfolio, a resume, they interview ready, and they get themselves another job. I'm gonna go to the website. How much time I got, Anna?
You got as much time.
An hour?
Yeah, well, a little under an hour.
Oh, okay. So this is our site. It's TRUE Skool. We just started our spring session. We're in our second week right now. And we do have some spaces available, open, I should say. So if some of you all are looking for after school sessions that go 5 to 7, Mondays, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays, it's free access to everything that you would need, ultimately as a creator.
I can't really see the website. Is that okay for school?
Yes, yes, Skool.
Where are you located?
We are located 161 West Wisconsin. It's in the Grand Avenue. It's called the Avenue now, but you know where TJ Maxx and Foot Locker is right down there. We're downstairs in the basement of that building. And
I'll put the website in
Yeah,
there.
I'll
Google
share
Classroom
I'll share all
stream.
this.
awesome.
And I'm taking notes too, guys, so that'll be posted.
There is a YouTube page. It's TRUE Skool TV. You can go in there and you can get all of the like the gist of everything. You can see some of our artists' music, poetry. That's inside of our studio, where young people are learning beat production and also recording their music. That's my co-director, who is the mama of our organization and basically make sure we all good. And we have a great group of alumni. That's the DJ room, where students, you know, get to learn exactly what I was talking about, using the vinyl. And then some of those DJs, they end up advancing and they get on real technology and they're doing like really well. They get paid doing gigs. We have people that want to pay them to do like weddings, to do block parties, all kind of events during the summer and really turn up. So we able to hire young artists to be able to fulfill those services in the community, downtown, all over the place. We got a call yesterday and somebody wants to work with us in North Carolina, so they may want to bring some students out there. This is an MC class with some of the poets and the writers. And a lot of them, you know, may come in very shy. A lot of them may come in very new to performing in front of other people or even recording. Some of them been writing and they got like notebooks for stuff, but they maybe not recorded their stuff, you know, or maybe they not take it to the level they want to put it in book form. Like they wrote it and then they got this idea for a concept. And in this class, I mean, in the TRUE Skool, you're able to work with visual artists as well. So we've seen poets and visual artists collaborate and create masterpieces. And then sell them. We have gallery nights where our visual artists sell a lot of work. We have showcases where our performers, they get to showcase all of the things that they've been working on, their beats, their rhymes, their poetry. We have a showcase at the end of every session. So everything the students working on, at the end we present it to the public. They're able to invite their friends and family.
You guys were on the news recently. I think I saw something about a girl who.
We're always on the news. No, I'm just kidding. For good things though, you know what I mean? Like we on the news and we really try to put our young people at the forefront of what we're doing because they are. Like some of them are highly into fashion and we follow the direction, you know, sort of where leadership and our students is in. So if the direction is gaming, then we try to find resources for helping a young person, like how do you professionalize that? How do you figure out how to make a career about it? If it's fashion, you know, because it all comes down to what? Design. Whether it's word design, whether it's fashion design, whether it's doing hair and makeup and skin, branding, marketing, it's about designing. It's about really what we say, like designing your life. So you can design your life to do all those things if you want to. You can also design your life to do other things, you know, that are not maybe healthy and productive, but you know, it's really your choice, you know what I mean? It's your design. So that's this one guy who be up in the organization, he always just talking. Yeah, don't nobody listen to him. He be talking. So we also have a Tuesday B-boy and B-girl class for youngsters because parents was hitting us up and we have so many great teachers and instructors that we brought the youngsters in our classes for Tuesdays breaking to start them early. So again, we got young people that come from all over the city and sign up for our program.
I actually
Go ahead.
here before, so guys, it's not far.
You did? You did?
Yeah, I
Okay.
didn't realize that was it.
Yeah.
I've been here, it's not far at all.
Nope. It's not far at all. That's why we get a lot of students. That's one of the reasons why we get a lot of students from here. They're able to get together and come downtown. It's right down the street. So we're looking for youth that want to contribute at all times. So like some of the poets, they get it. They want to contribute to our blog. Or some of the videographers, they get it. They want to do work with some of our rappers to create videos, things like that. Like we're always looking for ways to create opportunities. And when I say opportunities, TRUE Skool is always looking for a way to pay artists, quite honestly. And that's what we want part of our legacy to be. And we was able to find ways to pay young artists like yourself to doing what you're naturally good at. And then encourage you to do more. And then you keep it going. You help make some opportunities for other people. So, I've talked enough. Now I need to hear some things. Who's gonna share something that they've been working on? Anna told me it's some machine guns in here.
Jonah. I was gonna say Jonah.
Oh, the one who been just sitting over there just quiet and
Jonah, do the
yeah.
one where you had
Okay.
the black history. Jonah.
Okay.
Jonah.
That was unanimous. All right.
I mean,
I appreciate it.
When she did the black history thing, you did see that video? Okay.
So-
It was amazing. Immaculate. That's the right next
So
to
Jonah, I got chills when they all pointed at you.
No, I don't know.
That was pretty. That was pretty awesome. I love the way you have supported.
She got
Jonah, are you ready?
Biggest fan right here.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, Jonah.
And look, we both rocking. What? Huh? Me and Jonah on the same way.
Got one to go?
We're on the same wavelength today. Who else? Somebody else get theirs ready. While since y'all pointed to Jonah, don't think it's all for the video with Jonah. Somebody get something ready.
Carry on.
Oh yeah, I came for the special guest. I know why I'm here. I know why I'm here. I said, yeah, I know why I'm here. So y'all get it ready. Get it ready. Do what you gotta do. Get it ready. We tell the MCs it's mind over matter. A lot of the MCs that we work with, they are really accelerated in their skills. But when it comes down to like the cameras on or audience on, they might freeze up. But when they just hanging out with their homies and it's just blah blah blah, boy, they lit. But as soon as I'm like go time and cameras on, at first a lot of them, you didn't know. When cameras off, it's a whole hit record going on, and the whole room going up. I said, what is going on?
That's why you gotta hide your phone with this. Just hide it.
Yeah.
Be like,
Yeah. So then that's like at first. That's like first session, first semester. By third semester, they walking in, they able to command the whole room. And then by the time I'm able to say, what's your name? I say Terrion, go. We could be anywhere. I say Terrion, go. He's like, boom. Because that's what it's about. If professionally that's what you're doing, it really comes down to it. The same way Anna walked in and said, okay, Fidel, go. But didn't say that she was gonna do that to me when we walked up here though. She didn't say as soon as we walk in, it's go time. She didn't prep me on that. But as soon as she pointed, I said, all right, that's what we doing, let's go. I couldn't, no nerves, boom. So get ready. But I was doing that the whole time coming up the thing. Cause I didn't know what I was walking into. So the whole time I'm like, boom, I'm getting my game right. Boom. Jonah, we ready? Come on up.
Alright.
Wow. Y'all notice anything significant right here? Huh?
where did you get yours? Because mine got stained. Gatekeeping it.
unique.
I told Jonah this, but he went to my high school.
Like probably TJ Maxx, probably right upstairs from the TRUE Skool. You can get all the fly stuff around the TRUE Skool. Just come to TRUE Skool, that's all.
I guess they too colorblind on the field, call it Doug Flutie. My skin lucrative to him, confusement. I'm fluent enough to influence a fluency films too fluent. I formulate like a resort into centuries while you get it the few. Now it's a funeral. Bookaroo got Babe Ruth swinging back to root. Same noose, my Uncle Truth got back, bruises, flesh hanging loose. Cuticles bleeding from bigger with fingertips, so get whipped. Don't beg for a sip. Seeing pallbearers run to the back where they had bloodhounds sniffing the blood of black brothers. Back burner, Hibachi bound back to blue where we the blueprint of the hair you wear. They take our mind for theirs and make sure me brain dead like Elijah McClain didn't stand on the neck for 8 minutes. St. Brendan was the inspiration when he got the babies. Vacating the races, calling us monkeys and apes with Nixon on the side of his hip, triple K on their wrist. Supremacists, Tupac-alistic, predicted mortician to pick out casting sizes, chalk outlining our body and get sharp for marching like James Meredith. They call us meth heads when brother going crazy in the head. Don't shake hands with the same man. Get a bullet for sagging your pants with them. They carry 9s, work a 5. I call it 9 to 5 and test risk for my life. Remember, you'll get lynched for smiling. Karen LeBryant still pacing this ground. You lying. Kind of 9 tails. They put us on display like we a wax model in museums and snap a picture. They gonna teach us about somebody like Helen Keller. You dead if you looking for answers. Resume the past tense. You get enough sense to know I sense stupidity. You count those cents in the jar, then you can vote. Don't provoke those guns holding. This ain't own, not take. Got X holding women to the snake. Snipe pockets too hungry to wait. Cry all day. Pistol on plate. Plate to escape like the banks on Harper's Ferry. Finish up and co-witness a miserable tenant. Convention commission to write a ticket for a hoodie on. We too loud for him. Take the brown recorder. It's case by case for a cartridge. Handheld forbidden. Fix your vision or you'll be whipped cord and it's hard to breathe. I'm twitching my nose like Kyle Rittenhouse.
All right. So just on some feedback, like this somebody share, like, whoa, what was good about it? Somebody share.
I think
Feedback.
Talking about true stories about black crimes.
the flow, the rhythm, you could just like hear like every the tone, like everything rhymes with itself, and then like it's just back to back to back to back to back, and it's just I don't know, like she just like you never took a breath, like she just kept going. It was really good.
Okay. No, that's good. Well, what I just want to say, like, you know, there's a lot of value in setting the bar, if you will, as we say. When you set the bar, it's not at TRUE Skool. It's a big thing that we have to make known that artists, students, writers are not in competition because everybody's different. So it's not like I'm gonna do you better than you gonna do you. You gonna knock you out the park. I gotta knock me out the park. You feel me? So some students, again, sing. Some students rap. Some students do it a cappella. Some students have a different, look at it. Where you going? Oh, I thought you did that dope. What do you think that dope? With every level of execution is at a different space. And so Jonah just inspired me. So I know she just inspired some of us other writers in the room. Like, yeah. That one piece I'm working on, I gotta get that one down, right? Like, boom, I don't gotta do what Jonah doing. I gotta get my piece, like, where I can really get up and execute it, you know? And I can really perform it and really let people into my world. So the idea that it represents the same thing for dancers, that represents the same thing for our visual artists. Everybody's at a different level. We may have some students that may have been with our program for 4 years, 5 years, and of course they're gonna be at a different level than somebody who just got there and who's 15 maybe. You know what I'm saying? And so that level of support and peer-to-peer support is so critical. So again, don't hide your talents and your dreams from each other because y'all can lift each other up. Something incredible. Yo, you wanna go up? Come on.
No, I don't want to go up. I was going to say something about the room.
Oh.
My style isn't for the moment, but the thing about this room as a whole is that we all have a different kind of style. Like Jonah does spoken word, so she's in a whole league of her own, but we're all kind of in a own league of our own.
That's right.
See, for me,
That's right.
I've never